Hey everyone, it's Emily with Hearty Sew. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you really enjoyed the last tutorial. When I first started asking questions about this simple sewing series, I had a lot of people tell me that they really wanted to learn how to put a zipper in something. And I thought the best way to show you how to put a zipper in something is to make a little project like making this little pouch. I've been making this kind of a little pouch for a long time. It's just a really simple, basic pouch with a zipper on top. And today I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to do that. In all of the other sewing tutorials, we use basic items like cotton and other essential sewing materials. This week's tutorial features something new that I'm going to introduce you to, and it's called interfacing. So interfacing is something that makes the fabric a little bit stiffer. So as in this pouch's case, if I had just used cotton, it would be a little bit flimsy and it would have the tendency to kind of collapse or fall. But I have a layer of interfacing between the layers of this fabric, and that makes it a little bit more stiffer and able to hold up a little bit better. So in this project we're using fusible interfacing. So you're going to want to get your iron out because we're going to fuse layers of interfacing to our lighter weight fabric like a cotton. So the first step in making this little 8x10 pouch is to cut out pieces of 8x10 fabric. Now I chose to use a different fabric for the outside than I did for the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out 2 8x10s of my outer fabric and 2 8x10s of my inner fabric. So I'm going to cut out 4 8x10 pieces of my fusible interfacing. The next thing we need to do is fuse our interfacing to the wrong sides of our fabric. So go ahead and get your iron out, and we're going to heat it up, which allows it to fuse to our fabrics. And we're going to fuse that to the wrong sides of our fabric. So go ahead and do that for the outside and the inside pieces. I'm going to notch out a small 1 inch by 1 inch section on the bottom of both of my outer facing fabrics and my inner facing fabrics. Now we only want to do that at the bottom, not at the top. This is so that we can create this boxy-like bottom on the bottom of our pouch. The next thing we're going to do is start to attach the zipper. I chose a 10-inch zipper for the top of my pouch. You can use a longer zipper if you like. We'll just end up cutting off the tail end, but it's up to you. I chose a 10-inch zipper. I have a whole bunch of vintage zippers, so I love really using some bright colored ones on my projects. So what we're going to do first is pin the outside layer of our pouch to the right side of our zipper. So the right side looks like this, and we're going to pin the right side of the fabric to the right side of the zipper. Then we're going to pin the right side of the inside fabric to the wrong side of the zipper. We're going to be sandwiching that zipper between the inside fabric and the outside fabric. And then we're going to sew that together. I also like to do a nice top stitch on my zipper. So once we get both sides connected, I'm going to go ahead and do a nice top stitch along my top of my zipper. Repeat this for the other side. The next step is to transform this shape. Before we sew around the outsides, we're going to unzip our pouch about 3/4 of the way open. So we have some room to help turn our pouch when we're ready. The right sides of the outsides of the pouch together and the right sides of the inside of the pouch together. So we're going to go ahead and pin all the way around on the right sides of the outside and also on the inside pieces. We're going to sew around all of the outsides of those pieces, excluding the corners. We'll be sewing those next. Be sure to leave a 2-inch opening on the lining side so that we have a space to turn our project. Once we've got both pieces sewn together, right sides together, we still have our corners that are still open. So we're going to go ahead and pinch those in the opposite direction. And then sew a 1/2-inch seam on all of those corners. Then snip the extra fabric off of those corners. Next comes the fun part. We get to turn our project inside out and see what it looks like. So go ahead and turn your pouch inside out through that 2-inch opening. Now it might look a little bit funny at this time because you have an inside and an outside. Next, we want to close that opening on the inside lining. So I just take it over to my sewing machine and make a nice little seam to close that opening. I use a chopstick to poke all of the corners out in the bottom so that they're nice and pointy. And we have this nice boxed shape on the bottom of our pouch. And that is it. That is it. You have a beautiful little pouch. You can put makeup in here. You could give these as gifts. This could be a great pencil case, a toy case for your kids, something easy that they can take in the car or to a doctor's appointment or something wherever you needed a little bit of extra storage space. Thanks so much for joining me this week while we make this little pouch. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe. Have a great week. Hey everyone, it's my interfacing. Which way am I going here? I had so much fun making sweater pillows. No, that's not what we did. We patched pants, never mind. And other essential sewing materials. Please give a likes up. Why can't I ever say that?